Tomorrow Lunchbox heads off to the murder house in Iowa.
Yep.
So tomorrow night, he spends the night there where there have been many people murdered in this house. We're going to see if there are any spirits there. So, but we're going to do, just so you know, we're going to keep all the conversation about that experience basically to right now and beyond. We'll check in tomorrow morning a little earlier than this. But just so you know, you don't have to wake up at 5 to hear it. It's going to be like right during this time, okay?
Okay.
So, are you nervous?
Yeah. I'm nervous about the spirits and the ghosts that live in the house, the people that were killed, and then I'm nervous about our how do I say this nicely? Our intense listeners that are going to show up at the house.
I don't think they will. I think they'll respect your privacy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
One day until Lunchbox goes to the ex-murderer ghost house.
You hang up on me again, I'll gut you like a fish.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a new one. Good.
We'll
Yeah.
ship them off tomorrow. By the way, on Friday, it is our iHeart Country Festival. Dirks, Lady A, Sam Hunt, Kane Brown. I'm hosting it Friday, October 23rd, streaming live 7 p.m. Central on livexlive.com, which is live by live, livexlive.com. Let's go to the news.
Bobby's Big
Story.
Health officials in New York shut down a wedding. And the thing to me isn't that they shut down a wedding. There are rules in place, and if they find out there are a lot of people there, you got to go, hey, you can't do that. But this wedding had over 10,000 people that were coming. What does that cost? Holy cow. Health officials in New York delivered a ban days before a scheduled wedding after receiving reports that upwards of 10,000 individuals were scheduled to attend the ceremony in Brooklyn. Is that just to put out an open invite on Instagram?
Yeah, because how in the world?
I don't think I've ever met 10,000 people.
No chance.
At his briefing Saturday, the governor explained that the state officials received word of the wedding after the Rockland County Sheriff's Office issued a warning against attending an event is a clear violation of gathering limits. They didn't say who it was.
And where were they planning on having
I
it?
just want to know who has this kind of money. Like what? I was watching TikTok where this girl said that, and she's telling the story where she met a guy on Hinge, which is a dating app. They went to dinner. He bought her a really expensive dinner. She said the dinner with all the wine included was about $1,000. She said, wow, I can't believe that we would spend this much money. He said, hey, I'm in finance. It's fine. I have a great job. I'm happy to do it. So they go on a second date. And they go again to a very expensive restaurant. They order the nicest of wine. She's like, hey, I feel bad taking this money from you. You're spending. He's like, hey, I have plenty of money. I've had this great job in finance for years. I love spending it on you. She's like, okay. He invites her to go on a weekend trip to Miami. And she goes, ooh, I don't know this guy really well, but who doesn't want to go on a weekend trip to Miami? Like Miami, baby, you know? So she says, okay, but what she does, she tells her friends, she says, hey, this is where I'm going. They share their locations with each other, so her friends know where she is all the time in case she is to get abducted or get into some trouble. So before she goes, she has a couple of her friends, one who works with the police department, hey, look the guy up. And so she flies to Miami. Her friend calls her and goes, this guy isn't who you think he is. And she goes, what do you mean? She said, this guy is not in finance. She said, really? She said, well, who is it? She goes, I'm not going to tell you. Have fun. So
What?
she said, what do you mean you're not going to tell me? Have fun. She said, I'll tell you when you get back, but you're safe. Have fun. So they have the weekend in Miami. She said, it's great. She comes back. She goes to her friend. She says, hey, what's up with this guy? How come you won't tell me who he is? She goes, well, I just didn't want to ruin your trip or make you feel differently about him. His family a couple hundred years ago in Vietnam discovered oil, and he's a billionaire. And he doesn't want to tell people that because they'll just fall in love with him immediately.
Wow.
Oh.
That crazy story.
He's still spoiling her a little bit. If you didn't want people to
but
know
there's a
anything.
difference. It's someone in finance who
does
who's
well.
pretty rich versus a billionaire,
Yeah.
which is multi-generational wealth.
I guess that's a billionaire's level of taking it down. Whereas someone who might be in finance and super successful might be like, you know what, we're going to go to McDonald's. It's fine. It's on me. You know, like that, him spending $1,000 is him, really roughing it.
I was dialed into that TikTok though. I was like, what's the next one? I went to the next one. Oh, that was a good one. No,
Are they still together?
I don't know.
Oh.
All right, there's another story.
Bobby's Other Big
Story.
This kid, I just feel like this kid's not going to be in for some good life. Here's what happened. A couple has named their newborn daughter after an internet service to get free Wi-Fi for 18 years. They named their kid after the internet service.
Oh, boy.
And it's not even a cute name.
The new dad spotted an advertisement on Facebook from a startup company called Twi-Fi, which offered free Wi-Fi for 18 years to anyone who named their child after the company. If one has a daughter, her name will be Twi-Fia. If it's a son, his name would be Twifus. Simply upload a photo of your child's civil birth certificate. After verification, Twi-Fi will give you 18 years free internet. So the new parents wish to remain anonymous. They gave their baby girl the second Twi-Fi.
I hope Twi-Fi's in business.
Twi-Fi.
Yeah.
No. Twi-Fia.
Twice, yeah.
That poor kid's got to be named Twi-Fia for $29.99 a month. Yeah. Like, think about that. Aside from 18 years, that's a long time. 18 years. Yeah. But really, when you break it down, she has to live with that name for 30, 35, 40 bucks a month.
All because the parents wanted free Wi-Fi.
Is Twi-Fia, if I didn't say that it was after an internet service, would you guys have thought, it's a pretty cool name?
Lord of the Rings or something.
Yeah, some kind of sci-fi movie.
But would you have hated on it as much?
Nah, not really. It's fine.
I mean, is it?
I mean, it would be one of those where you're like, it's a very unique name. What does it mean?
Maybe you call her Fia for short.
Twee.
Tweet.
All right, that's the news.
Bobby's Big
Story.
You guys can call us if you want. We love talking to you. Any questions you have for the show? 877-77-BOBBY. How was your weekend?
It was really good. It's good. Yeah, Ben's parents ended up coming, so we got the grandparents in town, and the kids, something about grandparents the kids love.
Do they give them money and candy or either one?
I think they get more treats and stuff, but there's just something about demeanor. I don't know what it is about my children in particular. I don't know if they just have much respect for the elderly, but it's awesome. I love it. What about you?
I was in Batesville, Arkansas, shooting my Nat Geo show, which I'm so pumped for you guys to be able to see. It's not out until first quarter of next year. I'm not even sure the exact date, but I'm so excited for you guys to see this because I'm really with wonderful people, and it's their stories, and their stories a little bit parallel my story, where there's a struggle, but it's about how you get through and how you show others and how you treat others. And I got to spend the, time with a great couple, and we were in a scrapyard. So I got to do a grappler, which is the big claw, and rip apart a bus.
Ooh.
I got to bail cars. It's like you put it in a machine, it puts it into it. I got to do what they call a chopper, where it's like huge scissors, make metals. I'm just cutting crap.
Dude, that's awesome.
It was awesome. So I did that. And the best of all, Arkansas won this weekend, beat Ole Miss, which was amazing. So
Yeah, all around
Great
good
weekend.
it was the best. I'm watching it. Here's the thing. I'm inside that grappler, which is the claw. It's like if you played the claw game at the pizza
Chuck E.
place.
Cheese, whatever.
Yeah. But times a million. And so you're doing that, and I'm picking up a school. It's on my Instagram story right now if you want to see some of that, me over there, at Mr. Bobby Bones. But as I'm doing that, I also have the game on in the cab.
You're operating heavy machinery while watching a game.
While I'm watching the game. And just as a small side note, Raymundo cost me a bunch of money this past week because I bet with him again. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to double up to catch up. Put it all on Arkansas. Boom. Hit it. It's just a great weekend. That's right.
So just listen to you when it comes to gambling.
You know what? I think I'm 7-1. But don't listen to me because I'm just betting for me. What?
Was Arkansas supposed to beat Ole Miss
No,
or that?
they were the underdog.
So you doubled down.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, double down.
Thank you. That's a great weekend. Let's do Jameson Rogers, Some Girls, Bobby Bones Show. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Would love to talk to you. On the phone is Amber in Iowa. And Amber is going to talk about Lunchbox going to the ghost house tomorrow. Amber, I don't want you to tell your story yet, but you went, right?
I did not go. I was super scared to go, so I opted out.
Oh, but your friends went.
My friends went. 5 of my friends went, and they couldn't talk me into going.
Okay, so she's going to tell the story of what happened to her friends
See,
when we come back. Lunchbox leaves tomorrow morning to go spend the night there. So, Amber, can you hold for like 3 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk to Amber, real life account of what happened to her friends when they stayed the night at the ghost house. That's next.
The Bobby Bones Show. Bobby Bones Show. Yeah, Bobby Bones, what?
Tomorrow morning, Lunchbox will be on the road, driving to Iowa with his cousin. That's who's going with you.
Yeah.
And they're going to spend the night in this house where lots of folks were murdered. Amber in Iowa is on the phone right now. Now, Amber, we were talking with you before the break. You said your friends went to this house, right?
Yes.
What happened to them?
So they all four went, and I was chicken, so I stayed home. And when they got back, I asked them how it went and wanted the details. They didn't stay in this house more than 2 hours. They just felt people were there with them, and then when they were like kind of talking to them or whatever, the ball in the little kids' room moved, and so that freaked them out, and they spent the rest of the time at the bar.
But are we going to make sure there are no magnets in this house? I just need to see it to believe it. Meaning, I need to make sure there's nobody else in the house. There's nobody hiding in a little room down there. There are some tricks that could keep the legend alive. Lunchbox, I need you to investigate this.
Well, that's what I'm going for.
Like,
but
don't run in and get scared and just run like, oh, pee, pee, poo, poo. I need you to go in and be dialed in to proving this thing wrong.
Yeah. You can't be scared.
No, I love
Nobody's
the way
died.
you guys want to see it, but you don't want to go with
That's
me.
right.
You're going to send someone
That's right. We're
else's
sending-
eyes to
Right.
go see. Man, if a ball starts rolling through that house, I'll be out quicker than those people. That's not cool. That is not cool.
June 9th and 10th, 1912, 8 people were bludgeoned to death, presumably with an axe at the crime scene. It appeared all had been asleep at the time of the murders. So Lunchbox is going to go sleep in this house where this happened.
Interesting. So they were asleep when they got killed.
What are you saying, Eddie?
Maybe Lunchbox shouldn't sleep.
Well, no, but here's the thing. I get that there's people that were murdered back in 1910, but nobody's died there since. So, I mean, maybe they've been,
Oh, I've read
messed
news
with,
stories
but-
about things that have happened.
Like what?
The spirits made some guy stab himself.
Whoa.
Seriously.
I don't think so.
Google it. It's on the internet. It's true. They did a
Three
news story.
things that make no... Google it. It's on the internet. It's true. That would not work in a court of law.
Yeah.
No, the news story is he went to stay in the house and the spirits took him over and he ended up stabbing himself.
Amber, what do you think is going to happen here?
Don't take a knife.
I think that he's going to get scared, and if he doesn't get scared, I will go with the girls next trip. So if he stays, I will go with them. But if he ditches out, I'm not going.
Does that motivate you at all?
No, what do I care if she goes? what does that have to do with me? If I feel uncomfortable, I'm out. Like, I'm going for my safety.
You don't need to run out as soon as you're scared because you're going to be scared going in before anything happens. You need to muscle through it.
Well, listen.
Muscle through
I
it.
muscle through everything. I mean, I am so tough.
But
Tomorrow,
you're freaking out about this.
Lunchbox starts his drive to Iowa. Tomorrow night, he spends the night. Wednesday morning, around this time, we'll get the update on exactly what happened.
Oh,
Amber.
and I looked it up, and they have very little electricity, so they might have a little bit of heat. Oh, great.
I just think somebody's going to be in that house screwing with you. Like when people stay there, they probably have like some little intern.
Like a haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones you pay to go into.
Hey, sniff it out.
I will.
Thank you, Amber. Have a great day.
You too, and just to let Lunchbox know it's snowing here, so I hope...
Okay, see, now not only am I going to get killed by ghosts, I'm going to freeze to death.
Yeah. Let's go to Danielle in Nashville. You are on the show. Danielle, thank you for calling the Bobby Bone Show. What's going on?
I just had a few tips for Lunchbox. I've watched a lot of documentaries. I know how this goes down. Lunchbox, if you are going to interact with them, you want to try and set boundaries, be as respectful as possible. But if you are interacting with them, when you go home, you might have an attachment, and so paranormal things could happen in your house, even when you're away from the actual murder house. When you're at home, so if that happens, you need to buy some sage. You need to burn it. Go to every corner of your house, sage your entire house, and if it still continues, you're going to have to get a priest to do an exorcism on your house.
Oh,
what a bit. Yes.
I like it.
Did you say a priest or police?
Priest.
What a police? Why would he?
No, the band, the police.
I didn't know that. That's why I was surprised that police did that. Sorry, I did not hear her. See, this is what I'm worried about. See, you guys say, oh, there's no way they can follow you home. This lady just said that they can come home and mess with my family. See, this is not cool.
Danielle, would you do this if you were a Lunchbox?
I would go, but I would make sure not to make them mad or upset, because that's when I think you'll get more experiences. But if you're just going and staying there and you kind of try and stay out of their way, are respectful, the people who died there are probably not bad people, right? So hopefully the experiences are not dangerous or anything like that. But again, you want to be respectful and know that if you're going to open yourself up, you better be ready for come to you later on.
And she says, stay out of their way. I can't see them. How am I going to know where they're at? Like, how do you stay out of their way? Just sit in the corner? What if they like that corner?
That's a good point.
Oh, did they say there's going to be snow there?
Yes.
My daughter was watching some movie this weekend where there was an invisible monster thing, and to make sure they knew where it was so they could kill it, they made snowballs and started just throwing snowballs, and wherever it stuck, it would stick on the invisible. So there you go.
Oh yeah, you can just take it and fluff it in the air and see if it lands
scatter
differently.
snow and see if it falls on something.
You guys think this is so funny.
No, it's an idea.
No, I mean, maybe I walked in on that part just so I could give you this tip.
That might actually save my life.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Lunchbox drives 1 day until Lunchbox goes to the ex-murderer ghost house.
You hang up on me again, I'll gut you like a fish.
Hey, here's the thing. Lunchbox will be able to be seen and talked to on our Facebook page.
Yes.
So he's going to get there and go Facebook Live a few times. So follow us on Facebook, Bobby Bones Show, and you can check in with Lunchbox during the evening, right?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'll be there with the ghost. You can chill with me and keep me safe.
Also, let me shout out a group on Facebook. Morgan told me about this. The B Team, which is they're really passionate listeners of this show. They have their own Facebook page with thousands of followers, right?
Yeah, they do.
And they're not just over there hating on each other?
No, they share all of our stories, and they're really positive, and they're sweet about everybody on the show. But to get into the Facebook page, you have to answer questions about your knowledge of the show and who you connect with and why you want to be a big fan of the show.
So how do you get into it? Oh, they'll let me in.
You fail the test.
Yeah, you just so
it's a private group, yeah.
Yeah, it's a private group, and you just ask to join, and then you answer their questions. And it was kind of weird because I had to answer, and it was who do you relate most to on the show? I was like, I guess me. But it's really cool. They're a really cool group of people that are super positive, more than our Facebook page.
Here are the group rules. Number 1, no hate speech or bullying. No promotions or spam. Respect everyone's privacy and be kind and courteous. And if you do that, they let you stay in. I think I'll go over sometime this week and do a Q&A hangout over there.
Cool. Oh,
that's
I'm not
awesome.
even a member yet. I'm about to join though, if they'll let me in.
Yeah, they may not.
What do you mean? It's BBS B Team.
Oh,
Yes.
I guess
Yeah.
Morgan did, or so people from the show can join.
Yeah, they asked me
Oh.
to join. They're like, if you want to see the positivity and not have to see negative stuff all the time, please come join.
Gotcha.
Facebook.com/groups/BBS B Team. So, yeah, check that out. People are weird, though. Like on Instagram, I posted this video because on set for my Nat Geo show, Caitlin is not allowed to be on set unless she has a job because of COVID rules. So she's my hair and makeup person. And she doesn't really know what she's doing, but she has, she does it fine. I don't need that much anyway for that show. I'm outside the whole time, just occasionally when there's a big light on me. And so I posted a video. She was being funny and doing a makeup tutorial on YouTube where she just, here's a clip of this. This says 14-second clip. You don't have a clip, Ray? Nope.
Well, I laughed out loud. It was so funny. And at the end, she was like, check me out on YouTube. Find my page, Caitlin's Makeup or something.
But it was a joke.
Oh,
Well, then people
Makeup
were
by
all
Caitlin.
don't you realize this foundation doesn't match his? And she's like, guys, I work in software for commodities. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, all right. We don't have that clip. No, but we can get it. No, that's okay. It's not worth going to get it.
You said to someone that was being weird about it, I bet you're real fun at parties.
Yeah, that's a good response, man.
I know. I was like, I need to start using that.
Obviously, it was a joke on my Instagram.
I don't know that some people thought it was obvious.
I did laughing emojis.
I know, we know.
Tears out of the eyes.
I just feel like there's a percentage of people that they're never going to get it. They're just not going to get it.
I'm on Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones. All right, Luke Bryan, one margarita. Bobby Bones Show. There was a guy who was living in the top of a grocery store of a Raley's supermarket in Fernley, Nevada, and he was arrested. They saw his foot hanging down. And they were like, what is that? And so, quote, the day we apprehended this person, the reason they noticed him was because when he made it through the roof of the building into the ceiling area, his foot went through the ceiling. Can you imagine being there and just seeing a foot go boom, right through the ceiling? Because I would think he would just take off running and get out of there. But no, people saw it. They told employees. Investigators discovered that he had been using an exterior ladder outside the building to climb up onto the roof and down to the rafters, and had lived there for a week before he was found.
Oh, wow.
He had been stealing from the deli. Of course.
Yeah.
You're probably going right for the turkey, the pepper turkey.
He's got everything you need right under him.
Yeah.
Everything.
Actually, kind of better than the situation I'm in now at my house. Everything is there. Go down, have some Oreos.
Yeah.
Little cured ham.
It's all there.
Wow. That's funny. Can you imagine working there and the guy's been living over the top of you for a while?
Crazy.
Yeah, that's funny. 877-77-BOBBY. That is our phone number. Heather in Oklahoma, you're on the show. What's going on with you?
Hey, I heard about the Facebook group, and so I just wanted to call and talk about that. I am on Twitter, but I have like all the B Team friends on Twitter, and I just feel like I have friends like everywhere, like all over the country, because there's just so many of us, and it's great, and they're super uplifting, and like I can post something, and then they're like, hey, like you're amazing, you're the best, and it just everyone's so positive, and I love it, and it's because of you guys, and it's super cool.
Well, thanks. The B Team's a great group. We're just so thrilled that we have such a wonderful group of friends that listen to the show. And I don't know, they're just always so nice to me, and everybody else on the internet's not. It's kind of the one safe spot I have. I know once that goes sour, I'm done. Tim Allen's oldest kid on Home Improvement, Zachary Ty Bryan. Of the three boys, he was the oldest. He was, if not still, sitting in a jail cell for choking out his girlfriend.
Oh.
Zachary Ty Bryan, who played Brad on the show, was arrested late Friday night in Eugene, Oregon, after neighbors called for help following some sort of scuffle at an apartment complex. They tell TMZ when cops showed up, they found Zach sitting outside his unit with the alleged victim hiding at a friend's place across the way. Here's part of the local news story from Fox
Officers
12.
say Zachary Ty Bryan is accused of assaulting and strangling his girlfriend. Police say neighbors reported a fight around 10:30 last night. Officers say they found Bryan sitting outside the apartment and the victim was next door. He's charged with assault and strangulation. He's also accused of trying to take the victim's phone when she tried to call 911. Bryan played Tim Taylor's oldest son on Home Improvement.
Would you want to be a child star and that was your only spot, or would you just have rather never made it? Because I feel bad for these guys, these adult men who are only known as their kid role everywhere they go. They're not able to shake it. They're probably not able to do it. Would you rather have been a child star and had your brief little moment there, or never have made it and living a normal life?
Never have made it and living a normal life. For sure. You?
Nah.
You'd rather be the child
I feel like
star?
I could turn it into something.
No, but that's not the scenario.
Oh.
The scenario is you weren't able to, and you're sitting on the floor of your apartment.
Probably
arrested.
never haven't made it. They don't have a very good record.
No. Like the kid that's in the Christmas Story, Ralphie, he came out in that Challenger documentary because he was there when the Challenger exploded. And he comes out talking about it, and you're like, Ralphie! You
know.
You don't even listen to what he's saying. And he's saying something cool about the Challenger. It's like, no, that's the kid.
Wait, why is Ralphie in the Challenger documentary?
He was at
the launch. And
meaning he was famous enough then that they let him go?
Yes, and he was an ambassador for NASA at that time.
Like getting kids excited and interested about NASA.
Yeah, but I didn't hear any of that because I was like, Ralphie!
What's he look like as an adult?
Just like Ralphie.
Really?
Older.
That's
but
pretty
same.
cool.
All right, Jason Aldean, got what I got. Your calls now. 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. Call us now.
She said, baby, do